Hi, I'm Nancy with Factory Direct Crafts, and today we're making this spring door decoration. You're going to need some wooden pennants, some wire, chicken wire, E6000 glue, scissors, flowers, clothespins, and natural brown vine wired rope. Let's get started. The first step is cutting the wire. And you have to be careful when you're using this wire because all the rough edges are sharp. And what I figured out is do the top of the little basket with the finished edge, and then you won't have to worry about that being sharp up there, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna look at this and gauge how big of a triangle you need to cut. And I want it to come right at the base of this, of the pennant thing here, this edge. And you're going to want it to bow out. So you want it bigger than this. So I'm gonna cut this about 1.5 inches or so bigger than this is, all around it, okay? And I have one here I already cut, so you didn't have to watch me do that. And it doesn't have to be exact, but you just kind of cut at the triangle shape here. And this is going to go in here, and you're going to bend all these edges down around the pennant, leaving extra sticking out here. See how this is? You're going to want it like that. See that? Okay. Let's get this right. Because your flowers and your moss have to fit in there. So you want it bigger. Okay? All right, so that's looking good. So now turn it over and very carefully push that down all the way around here. Push it inside. And this is where the second pennant comes into play. You're going to glue them together with the wire inside of there, okay? So, first off, there we go. I'm gonna just push this down before I have the glue on there and just get it kind of pushed down tight, the wires so they're flat. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to put some glue on here. And I'm using this really strong stuff. And I'm going to put it on both sides. So here I go. Get it right along the edge there. And we'll use plenty, but remember just to go up here. Actually, we want to glue these together everywhere, don't we? The wire only goes up to that edge, but these two pennants are going to come together as one tight thing, holding the wire in place. So actually, this part of the project you're going to do first, and then I let mine sit overnight because I did not want it falling apart when I finished it. Okay, that should be enough. So now let's put this together. Okay, here's my edges all on here. And now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put them together. Let's see how that's looking on the front. I want to push that in tight like this. Okay, and now what I'm going to do to hold all this together is I'm going to use the clothespin. And what you do is you just start running them right through the wire. Just like that. And you want to pin them up here too. So this one's all ready to go now. It's all good and dry. So the next step is putting the moss in. And what I'm using is this sheet moss. If you have never seen that before. And what you need to do is just lay this right on top of here. And it needs to be bigger than the shape here, and because of the curve of it. And I've got one all cut here, so I'll just slip that in. You just cut your triangle, okay? And then now we're ready to put the flowers in. And we've got a bunch of these daffodils here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut them shorter because this is way too long. Yeah, that's gonna work. And we're going to put a bunch in here. Let's see. That's looking good. And then the next step is the that vine to go at the top. Let's see. Oh, here it is. And I like this natural covered wire, this natural vine. It's a little bigger than these holes here, so I'm just going through the wire and up around and twisting it around here. Depending on what you're using, if you use a regular jute or twine or something, you could go through the hole that's there, but this is just a little wider. So I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to go down through the wire and back up. There we go. And twist it tight. There we go. And then you can play around with the flowers and add as many as you want, but there you go. That's really pretty.